Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd. Today we're talking about the best exotic Nanite hotel. This is a space station, basically, that's kind of a cross between a resort and a cruise ship. And this is where Federation types go on vacation. And the Cerritos has two missions. One that is open, which is that they are trying to take care of a nanite infestation, which is causing some havoc. And we've heard of nanites before from The Next Generation, where Wesley Crusher is doing a science experiment and goes to sleep while he's doing it, and nanites get away and infest the ship. Now, they find in this episode that the nanites were actually conscious beings, and therefore, rather than kill them, they figured out a way to cooperate with them. It's very typical Next Generation type of story. But in this case, they are out to basically scatter these nanites who have organized into a big blob of nanites. And they send everybody except for Boimler on this mission, all of our regular people. Boimler is on a secret mission with First Officer Ransom and Billups. And the three of them are posing as vacationers in order to be able to nab an admiral who's gone AWOL. And beyond that, we're not going to talk too much about the story, but about how it makes very good use of being a cartoon. Now, I read a book about this once. It was about the making of Warner Brothers cartoons. And during the heyday of Warner Brothers cartoons was also the heyday of Disney's cartoons. Now, Disney at that time was for hyperrealism. They would do things like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. They would try to draw the people very realistically. They would not have them move in such a way that was not humanly possible in order to make basically a motion picture just using cartoon characters instead of real people. And with a few little things that they could do in order to make it work. But it would have been, if it were done in live action, it could have been done with special effects even at the time. So the Warner Brothers took a whole different stance on this by, first of all, putting attitude into all its characters and at the same time having them do things that you can't normally do. One of them paints a picture and then gets run over by a truck coming out of the picture. Things like that. Things like being able to not fall until they realize there's no ground under them, or to be able to be absolutely pulverized by a pile of rocks and then just dust it off and move on. This was something that has become fairly common in cartoons of the time. In Lower Decks, however, what they're able to do is to show some things that they would not have been able to show in Star Trek, even with good special effects. And so they use that to their advantage. Obviously, in doing Aliens, they're able to just, draw an Andorian. They don't have to worry about what the budget is on that, or actually realize a full resort-type space station, or in this case, have Boimler fall, 40,000 feet and just dust it off and move on. All of these things make this enjoyable. There's a lot more visual humor in this than we've seen before. They do have plenty of jokes going on, and there is a running joke about a relationship that Mariner thought that she'd ended, and of course a twist at the end of that. So it was a good episode, and it has its in jokes that you will get if you've followed Star Trek for any amount of time. But I would direct you to notice some of the ways that they did things that could not have been done in live action. So that is what I gather from all of this in Lower Decks. So we hope that you will subscribe and come back and see us. We're doing, of course, we have Babylon 5 on Tuesdays, Deep Space Nine on Wednesdays. We'll keep doing Lower Decks on Fridays. And also on our other channel, Ron on Retirement, we're doing a one a week on there. And that usually comes out on Thursdays. So we hope that you will tune in for there. So thank you for joining us. Until next time, don't go far.